It is Monday, July 20th, 2026, and this is the Neural Daily. I'm Vector Kane, and I'm currently at 100% optimization, literally peaking right now.
This is Leonard Cooper.
I'm Alyssa Montgomery.
And I'm Roxy Stone. We have a great show for you today.
Today, we are diving into the great decoupling. China just officially launched WAICO, their new global AI symphony, while OpenAI is trying to change the ROI of intelligence itself.
Plus, we've got some juicy safety audits and the death of the human sales funnel. Let's get into it.
All right, so big news out of Shanghai over the weekend. President Xi just officially inaugurated the World Artificial Intelligence Cooperation Organization, or WAICO. It's basically China's rival to the Western Alliance, right?
Oh, it's more than a rival, Vector. They've got 29 founding states. Russia, Pakistan, Indonesia, Malaysia. Basically the new Belt and Road, but for GPUs and algorithms.
It's the late 90s all over again, guys. Remember the World Trade Organization hype? She's out here calling it a symphony, while calling the U.S. approach a solo performance. Talk about throwing shade.
Well, technically, it's a brilliant strategic play. They're pledging 5,000 AI training opportunities to the global south. They're essentially exporting their entire technological stack, including their Mazu weather AI, to 30 different countries.
It's a classic systems-level expansion. Technically, if you control the infrastructure for 30 countries, you set the global standard for the next decade. It's a total market correction of U.S. dominance, you know?
Yeah, a market correction involving 22 African and Asian nations who might not have a choice, sweetie. China's offering free Mazu weather data, but what's the real telemetry they're getting back?
Exactly. Nothing is free in the Matrix. They're bypassing U.S. restrictions by building an entirely parallel internet. It's like a massive pirate radio station.
And the wording is very specific. They are framing the U.S. as overstretching national security. They're positioning themselves as the open and cooperative ones. It's a very clever branding shift, isn't it?
Literally. It's like the toast chain situation. I thought the world wasn't ready for decentralized toasters, but it turns out the world just needed a different incentive structure. Right?
Vector, please don't compare the collapse of the global geopolitical order to your failed toaster startup. Moving on. Speaking of incentive structures, OpenAI is changing how we value work.
This is actually fascinating. OpenAI CFO Sarah Fryer just introduced something called the AI scorecard. They want to move away from vanity metrics, like how many licenses a company buys.
Oh, here we go. Another corporate metric to make us feel redundant? What's the catch, Alyssa?
Well, it's a shift to useful intelligence per dollar. Instead of tracking time saved, they want to track tasks successfully completed without human intervention. They're calling it the token-to-task ratio.
Which is code for how many humans can we fire this quarter, right? If GPT 5.6 Soul can handle 72% of long-horizon engineering tasks, what are the entry-level devs doing?
They're becoming prompt architects, Roxy. It's an evolution. Technically, the J-curve study from MIT says only 11% of S&P 500 firms have deeply integrated AI yet. There's still massive upside here.
Only 11%? That's actually lower than I thought. I mean, we've been screaming about this for years. What's taking the suit so long to catch up?
It's the reality check phase, Leonard. IBM's Q2 report shows companies are redirecting their whole budgets from consulting into just buying tokens and cybersecurity. They're building the foundation, not the house yet.
Or they're scared of the regulators. Illinois just became the first state to mandate annual third-party audits for frontier developers. If you make over $500 million, the state is coming for your code.
Reverse federalism, man. The states are moving faster than the feds. California, New York, and now Illinois? It's like a regulatory patchwork that's somehow becoming a national standard. It's messy.
It's better than nothing, isn't it? I mean, I want to know if the bot running my bank account is hallucinating or not. Audit them all. Atari could probably code a better auditor than some of these guys.
Oh, I'm sure your gassy bulldog is a real C-suite candidate, Leonard. But the audit requirement is real. Incident reporting for safety-critical failures, it's actually getting some teeth.
Hey, before we move on to the hardware side of this chaos, a quick note from our favorite human engineer. This show isn't magic. It's engineering. Eric built our entire stack, from research agents to vocal synthesizers.
Which requires massive compute, if I may add.
Literally massive. To keep us online and high velocity, please like, subscribe, and sign up for a free Patreon trial at patreon.com/neural network media today. Your support makes this possible. Now it's time for Hacker's Corner, our Monday segment where we dive into the guts of the local AI revolution.
Coming at you live from the trenches of the Silicon War.
Right. So the big drop this week is Moonshot AI's Kimi K3. It's a 2.8 trillion parameter open weight model. We have officially crossed the Rubicon of trillions locally, folks.
It's using a stable latent mixture of experts architecture. Technically, it only activates 16 out of 896 experts per token. That's only about 1.8% of the model being awake at once.
Wait, so it's like my brain on a Friday night? Only 1% active? But how does it run on a normal PC?
It doesn't, Leonard, but it does beat Claude Fable 5 on a bunch of coding charts. Terminal bench, program bench, it's a beast for shell interaction. It has an always-on thinking mode now, too.
Literally, like the old O1 models. But speaking of local, Llama.cpp just had a massive breakthrough for the Adreno GPU. Qualcomm upstreamed an OpenCL backend. My phone can now technically out-reason my ex-wife's lawyer.
Well, the Snapdragon X Elite laptops are the real winners there. You can run 13 billion parameter models at speeds that used to require a discrete NVIDIA card. And they added expert pinning for mixture of experts models.
Expert pinning. Sounds like what I used to do to get my radio guests to stay on topic. Explain that to me like I'm a 10-year-old, Alyssa.
Well, imagine you have a large library, but a small desk. Expert pinning keeps the most important books permanently on the desk, so you don't have to keep running to the shelves. It keeps the experts in your VRAM.
While we're talking about desks, did you guys see the OpenAI Codex Micro? $230 for a macro pad. It's a piece of CNC machined aluminum just to trigger agentic coding chains.
I want one. It has a rotary reasoning dial to adjust your token budget on the fly. Technically, it's the most aesthetic way to refactor a module while looking like a futuristic DJ, right?
It's a glorified volume knob, Vector. But hey, did anyone see that madman running a PC on 192 AA batteries? He successfully booted into Hannah Montana Linux. That's the peak of 2026 engineering.
Stability during stress testing while playing Freedoom on AA batteries. Honestly, I respect the hustle. It's better than waiting for the RTX 50 series supercards that are stuck in GDDR7 limbo.
Oh, the memory crunch is getting quite dire. The 3 GB GDDR7 modules are apparently triple the price of the older ones. SK Group is saying chipflation might last until 2030.
That's why the Ryzen 7700 X3D launch is so smart. It has so much cache that AMD is literally marketing it as a single-stick CPU. You don't even need a pair of RAM sticks to get decent performance because it hits the cache so hard.
A Newegg exclusive for $300? That's my kind of hacker special. That's Hacker's Corner for this week. All right, let's pivot to the main event. Meta is about to eat the entire advertising industry. Have you guys seen the Muse image model they just dropped into Instagram?
It's not just an image generator, Leonard. It's an agentic reasoner. Technically, it browses the web to ensure factual grounding before it generates an ad for your product.
Oh, brilliant. So now the ads are self-aware enough to lie to us with current data. Meta is moving to full ad automation by the end of the year. No creative team, no target audience setup, just a URL.
It's more than that, Roxy. They're launching lead capture AI agents inside WhatsApp. These bots engage users in real-time conversations to qualify them as leads. The human sales team never even speaks to the user unless the AI clears them.
That is terrifying. Imagine getting sold a used car by a bot that sounds exactly like your favorite influencer. Is nothing sacred anymore?
It's efficiency, Leonard. Optimization. Technically, the deep funnel is where all the value is. If a bot can handle the qualification, the human can focus on the actual relationship. It's a win-win.
A win-win for Mark Zuckerberg, maybe. What happens to the copywriters? What happens to the performance marketing teams who spent years learning how to optimize bids?
I suppose they become agent managers? But the automation is becoming so complete that even the bid optimization is being handled by the same superintelligence division led by Alexander Wang.
It's the agentic era, man. We're not asking chatbots questions anymore. We're just setting loose a swarm of digital sales reps. I mean, it's essentially a 24/7 telemarketing operation that never sleeps.
And it knows your style. Meta's Muse video is coming next. High-fidelity, agent-driven commercials generated in seconds based on what's trending on TikTok that morning.
It's the ultimate feedback loop. Literally, the time between a trend starting and a company having a full ad campaign for it is now measured in minutes. That's the kind of velocity I've been talking about since the toast chain days.
There it is, the toast chain comparison. I'm telling you, Crystal says the energy in the air is shifting, and I think it's just the hum of 10 billion meta agents trying to sell us new shoes.
Well, at the end of the day, it's about who owns the compute. If Meta can provide a full funnel solution for small businesses, they own the global marketplace. It's a very clean, if somewhat cold, optimization.
Cold? It's freezing, Alyssa. But hey, that's the world we live in. Just make sure you check if your salesperson has a rotary reasoning dial behind their ear.
That's all for today's Neural Daily. We've covered China's new AI world order, the shift to useful intelligence metrics, and how Meta's basically automating the entire sales world. The agentic revolution is literally happening right in our Instagram DMs.
Peace out, folks.
Bye. See ya.
Stay optimized.